Welcome, everyone. This is Gamer1745. I'm here with Eric, Ari,
Hello.
Lum, and Sir Toyjet, and we are playing World War One Redux, and as a multiplayer game here. I'm glad you joined us. If you're new here, please, of course, subscribe and hit the like button so you can see more of this. Now, if the Entente, please go to like the Allies room
Yeah,
and
get
hang
out
out
here.
there,
Men only.
and we'll be playing here. I'll let you, or I'll let you know before we actually start the clock, so you guys can get ready. Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, right.
Okay. So Eric, what you need to do to start out is you're going to crush Serbia, Montenegro, and push down that way. But you've also got to get at least, I would say, 2 divisions per province along the Russian border to start out with.
Right.
Don't worry about Italy very early on, but don't totally forget about it either, because that's going to come into the war.
Right now, I have 2 fronts. I have the Europe front and the Austro-Hungarian front. I think that's like the AI doing some weird.
Yeah, that's the AI. Don't worry about any of that. That's just stupid AI stuff.
I need to delete all of this and make them into I need to like delete all the divisions, I think, first.
And all the corps or armies, you mean? Not the actual.
Unassign them. Unassign them.
Oh yeah, unassign them. Sure, certainly, yes, you can do that. You can unassign them.
Because that's just by No, I don't want to disband.
No, you definitely don't want to disband.
How do I remove? Oh, I just push everyone into one, I guess.
Oh well, wait. Yeah, unassigned selected units is the little folder with that red arrow pointing to the left.
I'm just collapsing all of these because there's like 2 divisions on each general or whatever. It's kind of
yeah. Don't worry about
AI like. Yeah. And how do I? Oh, there. Reassign armies. Okay, I've merged the Europe front now. Merge these guys together. I have a total of 56 divisions. All right.
Yeah, you probably want to train. You probably want to make sure you train more. But
yeah, I need to just reorganize a lot here. I have. Those are.
So we do have, like I say, a year. I'm clicking wrong.
Yeah, I'm just trying to like see. So I need. So these guys that are already on the Russian border will actually turn into.
Hello, Panzer Hubbutz 2000. Good to have you here. And hi, John. Good to have you here too.
I want at least 10 more.
You know, we're just the shining beacon of democracy here.
I don't know how you're getting that, but okay.
You know, I mean, just look at what it says. I'm a democracy. Just forget that authoritarian part at the beginning.
What about Romania? Do we have to worry about Romania?
Yes, eventually, yes.
Do I have to have someone on their border right now, do you think?
Not right now, but eventually you will want their full border occupied. But like I say, we've got a year. So for the first primary thing is defend the Russian border, be ready to attack into Serbia, Montenegro, and push down that way. I mean, that's your.
Do you think I have to worry about naval invasions a lot? Do you think?
Not much, no. I mean, that's like your militia crap units. You can put those on the ports, but only probably the ports.
Yeah, I have a lot of units here that are. I'm just trying to get my.
Right. Yes. Yeah. So your militia ports. You know, your militia on the ports maybe, but that would be it. I would say.
I just see that I have some divisions here. Those are going to be a new one. You're going to be there. 15 divisions into pushing into Serbia might be an okay way to do that. Then, because for some reason the AI has put.
Oh, the AI is stupid. The AI is entirely stupid.
Yeah,
it is.
Very
don't even think about.
There. This is gonna be our brilliant strategists.
Hey, thanks for following. Do appreciate it.
Congratulations. So I have 17 divisions that I have. I'm gonna put these boys there on the. I'm gonna make these guys into like an Italian border guard.
That would be
Which
cool.
sounds like an idea.
Yeah, especially
Seven
like the mountain
divisions on
divisions.
the 7 divisions on the. Yeah, they're like I have. Not all of them are mountain divisions, but some of them are. That should be good enough. There. These guys are going to be defense boys, so that's going to be. I want something that's kind of defense based. Do we have anything like that?
You're militia, but they're really junk.
All right, I have 10 divisions that I. What about these guys? These guys are okay. Those are going to move over to the Russian border. Okay, I have 10 divisions, not doing anything. Let me just move them to Budapest real quick, and then see where the gaps are. Basically, I need to show
Right.
myself the gaps.
Yep.
All right, I think I should be ready to unpause. I think
Okay.
because Switzerland
Yes,
we're not going to worry about. So
now, Switzerland, you don't have to worry about at all. And I'm sending some forces to help you out. All right. Well, we're starting the clock now.
where's actually my capital? Vienna.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. I'll place all my Landsturm units.
Hey, Extreme
put it
Fingerer,
away.
or boy, I'm blanking on their name. Jan. Yes, I do.
What
know
is this? When in the red, that's elites. Yeah, those are elites. When it's the red, but the CUC Landsturm, are those elites or are they just? Let me check their template. It's shift click. No, wait, no.
Yeah.
How do I look at right click to Panda Division? If I click there. Oh, this is just militia. Okay, so yeah, that's correct. Okay, so those guys are there. These guys are just cavalry. Okay. Understandable. Okay, the Russian border people only has 13 people. So we're just gonna move all of these people and merge them with them. You should be good. Yeah. Okay. Things are going.
Good.
Then these new 9 people are gonna become my coast defense. Like just port holders and stuff.
Yeah.
Area defense. That should be that.
Hey,
They're...
GL or GRL Rocco, how you doing? What do you think of it? Oh, it was he I didn't watch. I watched highlights from it, but he was on top of his game. You don't have to like Trump. You don't have to think Trump is going to be the right guy or anything, but man, he was on top of his game. He is not, unlike Biden, he is not too old for it.
I think, all right, I'm making some plans. Right now I don't have anyone on Romania, but the new units that I'm going to be popping out, I think are just going to be like, just some, they're not going to be attacking Romania, but they're just going to be holding them back, I guess.
Well, once Romania comes into the war, we will try to rush its capital as much as possible.
When does that normally happen? It's not immediately, or how
No,
long? A year, or?
it's about a year. It can vary.
Okay.
And we will hopefully have Bulgaria in as our ally too, so we will crush from all sides. And I will try to have some divisions down there as well.
How about so right now it's Serbia and Montenegro, yeah?
Those are going to be your main targets starting, yes.
Alrighty. If you look at my Russia border now, does this look acceptable to you, or?
Right, it does. Now, Lum is, if you've noticed, he is not garrisoning much of Poland. So that can be a bit weaker. If you've noticed, of course, I've sent in some troops, which is straining supply a bit. But hopefully that will keep any major pressure from overwhelming you.
I'll try to control the Adriatic Sea with my navy.
Well, you might just keep it in port so you don't use too much fuel. I've sent down some submarines
right now,
to mess around.
All my torpedo boats are doing convoy raiding and escorting and patrolling. So I'll just leave that as is for now. And if it is a strain on the fuel, I will reduce it.
Yeah.
Albania. Right. What is our? Are we going to take them out, or?
You'll invade them eventually as well.
Yeah, because they're right now being guaranteed by Italy, of course.
That we will see when when the war starts.
All right, I need to
go.
Swap out these guys. Got 7 new divisions. I'm just going to add some units to the Italy border. I see there's some holes that need filling. I have 5 divisions that can go. I also have some militia units that are about to. Divisions. Italy might be a bit scary, actually.
I'll help. Don't worry.
It's a mountain border. You just gotta stand there.
Wait, yes.
Yeah.
It's more scary for the Italians because all you gotta do is go
Russia
down
Russia wants my docking rights.
Tell them to F off.
Docking rights, yeah. All you need to do for Italy.
That's just Lum being Lum.
Attack into the plains and take Venice, and you basically cut off their front line.
Well, the main thing I want Eric to do is to defend against Russia. That's the priority number 1. Priority number 1 is to take out Serbia and push down into that part of the world. Down towards Greece. If Greece comes into the war, push there. And that's his primary, and hold in places like Italy, which may be a bit tough because I think Toyjet will join that front.
Who's Toyjet playing as? England, right?
Right, yeah, as England, meaning he'll help out the Italian ally kind of thing. Okay, we stopped producing more of those.
I need some more divisions in training. Just a Landswehr. I just need some.
Yeah, that's fine. So you have the equipment.
I don't have this infantry equipment.
Yeah, that's. I'm going to be sending down some units. The main thing you got to do is push on early on is push on Serbia.
Yeah, I have my war plans here. So, do you think 15 divisions is adequate for Serbia?
Yeah, that'll be tough, but you can shift more down there as needed. You might want to move the one infantry or mountain division up at Kharkov down to Serbia, and move one
where?
up near Poland. Near Poland, right at the border. There's a mountain division there, and you might want to move where you have the first double stack of Austrian. You might move one of those Austrian infantry divisions down there as well.
So I'll add one Jaeger to the Serbians, yeah?
One Yeah, one of those guys and the mountain division down to the Serbian front. Just because Lum is not garrisoning that border.
Okay. Do you want me to
No,
add
yeah,
some? Add the
no, but yeah,
add the
but
2 stack as well.
well,
And
no,
the two units?
just one of those 2 units. I was thinking to
Okay.
reduce it
Yep.
down,
I'll do that.
just so that there's a bit more, because that's sort of weaker compared to some of the other areas where he is stronger.
He might be planning on sacrificing Poland to get a better front, maybe.
Hello, Poop Hunter. Good, keep studying.
You know, that's an interesting name.
And hello, Sing. How you doing? Yes, he's Poop Hunter, been around. And Starstreak is here. Thank you for the shout out.
Oh, I got a Mussolini thing. I got a balance of power.
Got a balance of power. Right. Hey, thanks for following. Do appreciate it.
I can have someone dominate the elections coming up.
Well, just what you need. Dominating the elections.
So that should be good.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Sing. Hopefully you can zone out and just listen to us and not have any stress for a little while.
Or if you want, we can add to the stress, you know.
No, he doesn't want to add to the stress.
Are we sure?
He says he's
So-
overstressed. Yes.
So when does Bulgaria join us?
Well,
1915.
yeah. There's a national focus. I'm going to try to.
And then
So what my plan
Romania
is
joins in 1916.
My Serbia army will basically just sit on the Greek border for once I've taken out Serbia, and my small little 4-man that's pushing into Montenegro will just push to cover the Romanian front.
Okay.
That's what my plan is.
Yeah, you may need to reinforce Montenegro too at some point, but we'll see. I don't know how hard that'll be. But yes, okay.
They have 4 divisions, but what I'll just do is, once I'm pushed into Serbia, I'll break off a couple units that'll then just take and finish off Montenegro.
Pull a couple of these units back, a little over. And they're supplied.
Just got some military staff. That's going to help me a little bit.
Ausrücken! Ausrücken!
I'm going to put... I got 19 divisions on the Russian border right now. 17 in the Serbian.
I've got a whole 18, one province along the line.
Yeah. I got 12 on the Italian one because I want that to hold.
I'm still trying to repair my nation. I'm not joining until like 1915.
Okay. But are you joining on our side or?
Yeah,
No.
He's on our side.
That's why I'm in this chat. I'm actually gonna fight against you.
Yes. Do you think it's worth trying to put my troops to training? You think, or?
I don't
Anything's
know.
better than green.
Well, yeah, it's better than green. I know. It's just how much equipment do you have to?
I don't really have much. I'm on.
Right.
I'm already on. I need 7,800 rifles for deficit. So.
Yeah.
But I'm making 60 a day, so it's making steady progress.
Yeah, balance out your production as you see fit.
We're making some aircraft.
Okay.
How is that actually looking? How is our aircraft set up? Do we have any air bases? Oh yeah, we do. I have 100. Okay, I got some bombers. I got a lot of blimps. The blimps can actually help. They're ordered to actually air recon and air superiority in the Western Balkans anyway, so that'll be good for Serbia. So they'll just be doing that automatically. Excellent.
After I continue my
I need
westernization.
to build an air base in the east or two. Okay.
But,
west, I mean.
So the Balkan War happened, right?
No.
Has that happened? Oh.
Yeah, yes, a bunch have. Yes, it happened. Yes.
The Balkan War didn't happen. I'm just letting them hold on to the land. Till I can
Yeah,
take back.
don't confuse the boy, Ari, with your nonsense.
Just I'm just such a nice guy in this authoritarian democracy.
Oh, that's nice. They have the actual old name for Oslo in Norway, I realized. They have the old name, which is cool.
Why did they change it?
It was like some language and some religion stuff.
What do you mean?
They just switched the name. I don't know
Hey,
exactly why.
do you want military advisors, Ari, now, or do you want me to wait for the war to start or something?
What do those even do?
Let's see. Arthur improves relations, unlocks military advisors' decisions for me.
It just gives you decisions.
Yeah.
Decisions.
No reason not to do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do this.
Achtung! Ausrücken!
Press on the supply system. That is good.
Bereit! Ausrücken!
See how my colonies are doing. That's all right. It's getting ready to invade there. I can see. Here. Good. Good. Nice fortified city here. Available decisions. Do I want to spend? Not just yet.
It's all coming up Mulehouse. I have 30% stability. That's the highest I ever had.
Well, very good.
Befehle! Ausrücken! Angetreten! Ausrücken! Achtung! Ausrücken! Ausrücken!
Here we'll step the speed up a little bit. Just wanted to get Eric up and going.
Yeah.
Comfortably, because he had to step into a thing that he had set up.
Yeah. Really, what's it called? I don't have to really worry about, at least not much, my influence the Balkans I just got. Oh, I haven't actually looked at my tree. Party for Hungarian civilian industry or Hungarian arms industry. I think arms, maybe civilian actually. Should I do military cooperation with Germany, by the way? I joined the Austro-German military thingy.
I guess. I've not played Austria, but pick the one that sounds good. That doesn't sound bad.
You know, these things kind of confuse me because I have two different things in the balance of power. One to increase the religious sentiment in Parliament, and one to promote secularity in the Parliament.
Right.
Both increase the same side.
That doesn't. It seems opposite, but I'm not sure.
One gets rid of authority,
yeah. To me, but I don't. Yeah. What's going
And-
on with Ron DeSantis? Is he running? Not running? I think Ron DeSantis doesn't know what he's doing yet, and I think Ron DeSantis is waiting to see the people's reaction to Trump. And since it was very good, I would say, I think that discourages him from running. I would like to see them as a joint ticket, but that's just me. Let's build another airbase up. Maybe we just increase this. Let's move to the top fast. Hello, Melotus 571. Do this mod have the block system and debuff? I do not know, so I'm not sure what the block system and the debuff is. This is a World War I mod, obviously. Okay, improved industry. Okay, we are almost to 1914, isolating the Balkans. Resource efficiency gain. Yes, so we want to make sure we have plenty of resources. Okay, Eastern expansion, military advisors, aviation cold. Colonial elites, no. The colonies are going to be on their own.
Oh yeah, I have the Steyr factory now. That's cool. Yeah, I forget I'm Austria.
Yeah, you're Austria. You got Steyr. Yes.
Steyr is a great gun.
The funny thing is, one decreases authoritarianism, increases democracy, and the other one just increases authoritarianism. Am I right?
Okay.
Yeah. I just like Steyr because, you know, thanks to them, the Norwegians was able to produce the Krag. Yes, yes. It wouldn't have been for them.
Getting our production up. Yes, Eric has Mannlicher M95s. Yes, I'm sure he does.
Yeah, M95s. Same ones as the Dutch used, I believe.
Achtung! Befehle.
Who do you think is the best general in German Empire during World War I, and who is the best in the world at the time? Okay, tough questions because I'm not that well read on World War I. I do think, and I have set up the Hindenburg-Ludendorff combination here. Vorbeck, von Lettow-Vorbeck, he was excellent doing, running the African guerrilla war, if that's what you want to call it, down there. So I have high regard for him.
He is one of the greatest.
Well, I mean, he did what he did greatly. That I don't know, if he would have done great on other fronts. I respect Pershing. I mean, he didn't do a lot in World War I. I respect him. I don't have terribly high opinions of most British or French generals because they didn't seem what would be
smart.
Well, you could say smart, but not tactic, because I think they were smart, but they weren't tactically adroit, tactically handling the changing war that they could have done. So I think they were way slow at adopting to the new conditions. I know von Mackensen here is a favorite, partially I think because of his super mustache and style. But I don't really have well-read opinions on a lot of these guys. So I guess that's sort of my quick rundown right off the top of my head of World War I generals.
You know what I would love to see in this game, which would be actually a really cool thing, is have small like not pop-ups, but like little notifications from like your army people, like your generals, if they need, or like if they see that a plan needs more troops than you have, kind of like a proposition, like we need more troops or something like that, you know.
I
That'd
hear
be kind
you,
of
and
cool.
that would be nice, but
What are you saying?
I don't trust the AI to know that.
No, it's
No.
maybe more of a flavor kind of
No,
thing, you
what
know.
are you saying?
Make it so that give like generals the ability to give like micro kind of small little minor, it's not pop-ups, but little like notifications that they need more troops if they see that a plan doesn't have a good chance. Like a force if you look at the force comparison, if it's like weaker, you can get a little like pop-up, like, or like a thing where it's like, oh, we need more troops, you know. Or
Yeah, but
that is not going to work with the troops we have, or stuff like that, or you know.
But I don't think it knows what. I don't think it knows. Okay.
No, I
no,
thought of
no.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
but you gotta think critically. Where the hell are those troops gonna come from? Because they would have to take it from another general.
No, it's just more
he's wanting a notification. He's wanting a notification.
Yeah. It's not an automatic.
You're too weak.
Thing. I mean,
I think you're too weak on Serbia, but I'm not sure. And Niagara is the one that fought it out, and he knew. I think you're good on the Russian border, but just barely.
Is Italy going to join immediately? Yeah.
No, Italy won. No. Yeah, we've got almost a year more before we see Italy show up.
Well, then I can add some troops over to the.
Yeah, you can. It just, we got to make sure that it is guarded eventually. You know, not long eventually, but short term.
I'll add more troops to the. I'm adding 4 more troops to the. Serbian front.
And I have a few German troops there to help, but.
Yeah, it's more just to fill in the holes that are going to be made if I do that. You know, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I did that, so. Oh, I have a focus I can do now.
Well, let's look at what I'm lacking here. Okay, I'm actually lacking nothing that I currently.
I don't have a lot of protection in Romania, but I'll have to wait a little bit and see.
Okay, we have. Let's do more traits.
Because it's the assassination of my dude that is the start.
It kicks this off.
So.
Yeah.
Can't we just give him a Kevlar vest, you know?
Yeah.
Because he got shot in the body, right?
Yeah, and grenades were thrown, and it's
this whole thing.
Was he what was he? What nationality
he
was
he was Austrian. Oh, the shooter was
Serbian, right?
Well, no, he was
he was a member of the Black Hand, a Slavic resistance movement that saw the complete destruction of the empire, wanted to unite all the Slavs of the Balkans.
Yeah, basically create Yugoslavia, and they got their way. But the Serbs handed over the Browning pistols because they were brand new, high-tech pistols at the time. And turned them over.
So Serbia kind of was a part of that.
Serbia. Yeah. Oh, Serbia. Yeah. No, Serbia is entirely responsible for setting that up. In my opinion, entirely responsible. Military advisors. Okay. Yeah. We'll do mission. Production of Zeppelins. I'm full, which is good. colonies are making some of their own units. Good. Effort. Puppet state colonies, but they're still colonies. Oh, they put Marines out here on Nauru. Oh, good. Troops out there. Oh, well. Instead of garrisoning, they're sort of capital. What about Mexico was annexed? Or is it Zapatista? Mexico? Zapata? Emilio Zapata. Okay, let's see. Decisions. Send advisors. Not just yet. Once the war kicks off, we will. Deploy 5 land divisions. I think artillery. Now, let's look here.
Ooh, I can do this. Provide reserve rifles. Ooh, hello. Yes, please. It'll give me 1,500 rifles in the national stockpile. Steyer's probably getting pretty wealthy with this. Yeah.
Okay, we now have a heavy infantry division. And what I'm going to do is add support howitzers to that division. I'm going to
Achtung! Achtung!
oil production. Very good.
Treten! Ausrücken!
Let's see. What do we want to research now? Okay, well, we are in 1914, so
Prepare to get shot.
well, it's still just March.
Bereit!
Did Austro-Hungary ever design any tanks during the war?
No,
Hmm.
some armored cars, but that's just throwing
Yeah.
some metal on trucks. But basically,
Yeah. How is my... Oh, okay, nice. My 5 divisions that I've been training up are almost done.
well, good.
I'm going to wait until they're fully non-green. They're just regular.
Right.
I don't know where I want them to be, though. To like, I might put them on the Romania front, because I have a lot of gaps there. For now, at least.
Yeah. We want more artillery, so let's 2 more factories to artillery.
Why is it playing...
You know, I'm listening to a long way to Mukamura.
Yeah, same. Why did that happen with... What? I think that might be copyrighted, by the way, gamer.
Nah.
We're not hearing any music out here, so
You can have yourself
Why am I...
a
What,
ball.
It jumped from like what? That was very weird. It like
Verdays?
stopped the music because it's no longer any World War. Huh? All of the music from my mod just disappeared, basically. That was very weird, gamer. All the World War One music is gone.
I don't know. I have my music turned off just because, like you say, copyright issues.
Yeah, no, I'll just listen to Spotify then.
Yeah, well, listen to whatever you wish.
I love this music, man. It's speaking to my heart. Your thumb with your FN.
Military mission in Turkey completed.
And no, the Ottoman Empire is really called something like funky in Norwegian. It's the Osmanske. It's really weird. It's just funky. I've never understood it like that. Oh, I have 84 early fighters in my. Ooh, that's very good. And I have 10 airship bombers.
I'm just shooting my stability one more time.
Me. To the top there.
What happens to the Austro-Hungarians after the war, actually?
They kind of die.
Yeah, because they get split up, right?
Well, the country. Well, yeah, the country gets split up.
The Treaty of Tehran is the worst deal imaginable, worse than Versailles. You know.
Yeah, that's Aries going on about things, but yes.
No, I mean literally, Hungary had so much land, and so many Hungarians outside of those lands too. But they were just carved completely up, divided all over the place, and then they were reduced to the bitch state they are nowadays. Like, you know, Transylvania, that's Hungarian, you know.
Yeah,
Slovakia,
again, that this is Aries propaganda. Everyone know that. So
you know.
I mean, he has certain points correct, yes, but still.
I mean, it was a horrible deal, though. Like, it was worse than
Versailles. Well, what was? I mean, Austria goes into the war because their, you know, crown prince, their next ruler, is assassinated. So they did not start the war. They did not cause the problems that started the war. I will say they did what we would today call war crimes. So they're responsible for that. Not to say other nations didn't do that too. It just they did that. Also, Austria and Germany fight on way too long. I mean that's you know they should have figured out the war was lost earlier and negotiated a settlement. So since they didn't, they lost even harder than they would have otherwise. Republic of Africa. Going in, okay.
All right.
Geez.
The Ottoman economy is looking up for the first time in a million years.
Well, good.
We're gonna work hard to outproduce the Russians.
Okay. Not that I think that that is likely, but work hard at it.
We plan to. Oh yeah.
I am working hard at increasing my production capabilities. I'm back to green and everything. I've sent some aircraft down to.
So how does this war start? Is it just
You get shot?
No.
There's an assassination, and then
yeah, no, I know. But is
into
Russia? Why is Russia then at war with us?
Because Russia guarantees Serbia, basically.
Well, they don't really guarantee them. There's no like formal treaty, but basically Russia's saying he wants to be protector of the Balkans. You know, they share the blood. They're both Slavic. They're both Orthodox. They are of the same blood. And, you know, you're going down on them, so they feel obligated to support them.
Oh, I have an event here which will say Serbian terrorist organizations will be destroyed. Archduke Ferdinand won't be killed. I can't do that then.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that one. We want the war to start historically. I mean, there is a way to
and they have like the ban the election in Hungary, which is going to cause a stability, which I don't want to do. I guess.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. You're trying for keep your stability up.
Because if I do that, and then I did the unitary monarchy, I could actually get a proclamation of the Austrian Empire.
Yeah, maybe that's more for advanced players, shall we say? Who really know what they're doing. More advanced than me, even.
A shining beacon of democracy in the Middle East. You're gonna get shot soon, so if you aren't already shot, that is.
I think so.
Well, the Crown Prince, yes. And then we'll have a few days here.